There is family tree.
First, you have to share your entire screen.
Okay, I have to share my entire screen. Okay.
And switch on your camera also.
Okay. Am I visible?
Yeah, visible. Okay, go through the question and think about the approach. What approach for this problem?
Can I just copy this question in my Sublime text for better?
Yeah.
Can I use Sublime text?
Yeah, you can use any compiler.
Create a program which helps determine a family tree for a person. It should have two methods. Okay, get the family tree from the person, get the family tree till the person. From the first one, okay. So A is parent of C, so the tree is something like this. Okay. A is parent of C. Let me just try it. Let A be denoted by 0, then 0 to 1. B is parent of C. If A is parent of C, B is parent of C. A, B, C. A is parent of D. A is parent of D. Okay. B is parent of D. Z is parent of A. Okay. So put the family tree starting from the person till the person. All the ones disabled by that. And then simple basis from A to B. So is it guaranteed that there will be exactly one ancestor or something?
You have to just print
Exactly
up to, let's say we have to just print all the ancestor from the A person A to all the ancestor of A, and in the second one you have to just print all the family tree till the person. Okay.
Like from this question, get the family tree from the first member to the person. From the first, so is it guaranteed that there will be unique first member, or I just have to print all the ancestors?
This will be a unique person.
Okay. Like I have thought of an approach. It will even work if there are multiple. Like if there is not even a unique ancestor. So the approach goes something like. Okay. In getting the family tree, we just have to print the members now. We don't have to do anything about order or something, right?
Yeah, you have to just print all the members.
Should I tell you my approach?
Yeah, you can go. Go for it.
So first, for the approach where there is exactly one first member, so what I have to do is I'll simply make this tree. This is a directed tree where if A is a parent of C, then there will be directed edge from A to C. Okay. So if I have to print a family tree from person A, then I just have to run a DFS or BFS from person A and just create a vector and push back all the elements of that person to that vector. So for example, in this case, the graph will look something like this. Or should I show the graph? I have made it on the notebook. Okay. Basically, A will be connected. Will be a graph edge from A to C and from A to D and A to C and A to D for the family tree of person A. and there will be no outgoing edge, outgoing edge from C. So a simple DFS will just visit A,
Okay, I
D,
got
and
it.
C.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it. Okay, your
And for
approach is fine, but can you tell me the time complexity for that approach?
O of n,
Yeah, okay. So you can choose any compiler for your choice and just code it for this problem.
okay. So what should be the like? Should I have to code a function or take the input also?
You can take the input.
Okay. I'm supposing n is the number of total number of family members, and m is
Okay.
the edges, and number of edges. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And
Fine.
I'm creating a adjacency list of size n plus one, considering okay a. Okay, I have to some sort of first of all map those. So let me, instead of doing this, I'll uh, okay. S- I have one question. Like, will the input will be in format of A and C or in numbers?
Yeah, input in the form of the characters.
Characters,
Like,
okay, that's fine.
yeah.
So let me just first create all like all edges or something like this. Uh, and M, then char from U there will be U to V, P of n for n I equal to 0, I less than. Okay. If there are characters, then there can be maximum 26. Is n less than
Yeah.
26? Or
No, no, no,
okay, the
it's up
characters
to
to
20.
that's fine. I plus plus U of I, V of I. Okay, then I just have to map character to int to change them. Convert for auto I u convert I for auto I u convert I security for auto I convert I dot second into the synthesis. Okay. So this part is use this part not use this converting or mapping character and this will be fine. Then finally yeah, I'll create a adjacency matrix of size n plus 1 for an I to the lower. Okay. Then adjacency of convert of u of I or hashback convert v of I. This is the logic part, and let me just solve this query. Suppose the query comes as what is the type of query? Take the family person. Let me just take query type and character family member. If type is of one part, let me see. If type is of one part, then I have to print the family tree from the person, right? From the person. Okay. Okay, from the person. Okay. So let me vector char answer for q and q will push convert fam member and my without entry during relation this and all this family member. So also let's put it to the front, the top, and answer the push tag and conversion calculating put it back and calculate conversion. Should I? Okay, I'm changing something. From here, map of capital comma etc. This is just for the IP purpose. Yeah, you can read C U E and C to stack that and suppose type and cat family member C
So others,
family
let's get one thing.
yeah.
So you have to also do a family tree till the person in reverse order. So you can just take those conditions also. You have to
Yeah.
print in reverse order. Yeah. Okay. So do it. Continue.
Okay. If type is 1, then I have to print till the family member. Okay. From a family member, so it's fine. Okay, let me just make a reverse. I have two approaches. Like I'll code both the approaches. One will be
Yeah.
time efficient, other will be much more modular than the first one.
Yeah. You can just do those approach which take less time.
Okay.
So it is time. Okay.
Okay, that takes less time. Memory will be fine, right? So will be a period of pushback. This currently okay. This okay. It's fine. If type is 1, then I have to print get the family tree starting from the person. Yeah. A normal BFS will work. Q dot push. Yeah. Q dot push fam member. Set. Cat visited error. While not to the function. To the front. To the top. If we'll just find it. Not able to return. Continue. There will be any cycle or something? Hello? Hello? Hello?
It's not a cycle.
There is not no cycle. Okay. Let me see that. So, okay. Vector, cat, answer the pushback of our order, our requesting of first, and I have to do the push answer to it. This second time when I will do it with UFS. Current character vector entire answer over here. And we also and to get the character I'm going to next. So first I have to find which is the root. Just to read this. So please find let me first write this. C equal to B. First answer that first that there will be given. I also pass this. And this one. Instead of C. Okay. I will pass it, but this is with C. And we first, I don't know what it is. So it is cool. If BFS of I answer from B, what is B? B is the right hand family. And it is just to say from the one resulting to me and the right pop back and return and now I just have to find the root. So we will guarantee that there will be exactly one family and sister family member. So that's incoming should be 0. Let me just try to find that. Whose incoming should be 0. Okay, I have one more doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
Like suppose Z is the main ancestor and
Yeah.
there are two childs A and B. Okay.
Okay.
And from A and B there is a simple child C. Right.
Okay.
So for the second type of query, what will be the output of this case?
So let's say if our ancestors are in between A to E, let's say A to E, our all ancestors are A, C, D. So you have to only print A, C, D, right?
No,
You have
I'm
to
asking
print-
that. Okay.
Hello.
Like yeah, I'm like suppose there is a case like Z is there is a directed edge from Z to A, there is a directed edge from Z to B, and from A
Okay.
there is C, and from B there is C. And for the second type of query, get the family tree till the person, from the first member to the person. So what will be this?
So you
Like what will
you-
be the output of this case?
So for first case, let's say Z to A, you have to just print all the ancestor from Z to A, right? Have you understood?
No, like
You have
suppose I am asking for person C, what will be the output?
So you have to not consider for this case. Let's say if A is parent of C and B is also a parent of C, then you have to just consider for A to C, right?
Okay. So like this case doesn't seem very valid to me because there is no parent of B and there is no parent of Z. So what is the first member?
So first member is also A. Let's say if first member is A, then our A is a parent of C. So A have a two child, okay? A have child C and A have child D, right? And also B is a parent of C. So did you get any family tree? So first you have to just make a family tree on your paper, and let's think about what we can do.
Like in this case, Z there is a like there is no parent of B, right? So B can also be the first member. So the output of this case also could be B comma A.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
For suppose this was get this. Okay, get
Okay.
D. Okay, this. So there can be two outputs in this case: Z comma A comma C, or B. This is the first case, and second can be B comma C. So, or other thing that, yeah,
Okay. Just continue.
yeah. I'm just asking. There is no first member unique in this case. Like B can also be the first member, and Z can also be the first member.
So you have to just consider first member as a, let's say, E. You have to just include one character as E is a first member, right?
So those character which does not, suppose in this case or in every case I have to consider a new parent.
In every case, you have to consider Nipper.
Okay. Suppose there is a E. Suppose there is E, then what should be the output for that? Like if there is E, then again it could be E comma Z comma A comma
E
C,
comma Z
or
comma,
E
yeah,
comma
E
B
comma B
comma C.
comma C. Yeah, right.
Why?
So you
I
have
mean,
to
both
just
are the same.
print both. You have to print both. If you have multiple outputs, then you have to print all them. Right.
Both has different strings, or as a single like this.
Both are single.
As a single, okay. Then
Yeah.
no need for this even. I can just do it like this. Get return answer, and I have to pass just existential list and family member. Get family member. Change for this case. A is the parent of family, five values. One is connected to 3, one is connected to 2, one is connected to 4, and one is connected to 4. Let's say A is C, B is C, A is D, B is D, Z is A. With category of type, first type, and one person A. This is another. Further efficiency first. And for second type is and suppose I ask for C instead of this, then everything is D should be printed. This is my code.
Okay. So in that case, let's say A is parent of B, B parent of C, A is parent of B, B is parent of B, Z is parent of A. So in that case, the output will be A, B, Z. Okay, right?
Sorry.
And so explain this in properties.
Explain.
Yeah,
Sorry, can you repeat what should I explain?
explain all the outputs you have done and how it can be given output as well.
Your voice is breaking.
Yeah, now fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hello.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So you have to just write down all the input you have just given and
Mhm.
all the output is given.
Okay, I have to dry run that.
Yeah.
So what basically the second part means that since you said that basically I have to print the union of all the parts from the a new route that I have to create to all the to a particular child, right? So basically, it can be formulated as this: if I reverse the graph and I print the family tree starting from this part, basically sort of ancestor tree. This part is sort of ancestor tree from that person,
Yeah.
and to create the ancestor tree, this to create the adjacent ancestor tree, I just have to reverse the edges. And let me just, so first of all, I've taken the input nm, then I've created this adjacency matrix, adjacency list. Although I wanted to use int because, but it was like creating a lot of, I mean, boilerplate code or something, so therefore I didn't use that.
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah. So I took the all the edges in the normal adjacency tree, normal family tree. I just inputted U and V, and in ancestor tree I have put it V and U. Okay. Then I have taken the type of the query that you are going to ask and the family member for which you have to query. And suppose if the type is of first type, that is I have to print the subtree of a particular node, or basically a subfamily or family tree from a particular node, then I just have to call BFS from that family tree using the normal normal family tree. So this is just a
Okay.
BFS in which I've used Q because recursion will create user space and
Yeah.
will waste
Right.
user space. So I've pushed the first family member that is supposed to be the root. That basically I have to print the family tree considering this is the root. So this is just I'm putting the family member, and then this is just my answer array, which will contain all the answer, and this is normal just BFS part, like while the queue is empty, and doing these things. First of all, taking the first. This is just a normal BFS code in which I am taking the first element of queue and then inserting all the adjacent element of this particular.
Okay. Right. So can you run on another test case that I have just okay made? So let's say if A is parent of G, just write in your editor.
Okay, A is parent of G.
Okay, and A is also a parent of D.
Okay,
D, not B, D.
D. Okay,
Okay. Then F is G is a parent of F. G is
Okay.
parent of F, and R is G is also parent of R.
okay,
Okay. In that case, you have to just print a family tree till person A.
till person A. Right, second.
Yeah.
4 A G. If it's useless, right? Before.
Also,
It's just-
you can print a family tree from person A also. After doing that.
First, this is the output family tree till person A.
Yeah.
Is this correct?
For this, you have to also include Z also. Z will be there in output. So
Like, there is no Z.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, then it should be fine. Yeah, right. Okay. A is correct. So for next test case where you have to print a family tree from person A.
Okay. So this is that. all the nodes will be.
Yeah, okay. AGTFR. Yeah, right. Okay. So your approach is correct. So what will the time complexity for doing BFS?
For time complexity will be O of n into log of 26. That can be considered as O of n.
Yeah, because we have just taken a character of right. Okay.
Although you can
So-
use unordered map, but like there can be some cases where the constant can be very high of unordered map.
Yeah. Okay, so do you have any experience in JavaScript or any database?
Any
Like
database.
Yeah, you have just mentioned in your resume that you have worked
Yeah.
on SQL database and any non-SQL database. So
I
can you
have
tell
worked
me?
on MySQL like thoroughly, completely experienced, and I have a
Okay.
very few experience in DynamoDB, a NoSQL database, and I have
Okay, just tell me a brief about what is the basic difference between SQL and NoSQL database.
a SQL, like as a definition suggests, in SQL database, the data is completely structured,
Okay.
and there can be joins. But in NoSQL database, the data can be some data can be unstructured. Like that, there can be list, there can be JSON file, and other thing can be there are no joins in NoSQL database.
Okay.
What
in
I
which
understand
case-
from this, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
In which case you can use SQL and in which case you can use MongoDB.
I don't know much about MongoDB. Like I can tell you about DynamoDB.
Okay, you just tell me about DynamoDB. Let's say you have just worked on AWS, right?
Right.
And you have a database as DynamoDB and database as a SQL like Postgres or any MySQL database. So can you tell me in which case you can use MySQL and in which case you can use DynamoDB?
Okay. So like I have worked on the project of e-commerce website. So
Okay.
like I didn't have any liberty to use any other database. Let me just put my laptop on charge. Just charge.
Yeah.
Excellent. So although for some part of it I want to use DynamoDB, because suppose there is a product, okay, and in a product there can be different fields for different kind of product. Like for a clothes product there can be color, there can be size, there can be like different. There are different attributes for my for the clothes type, and there can be different attributes for accessory type, like for mobile, and like in mobile there can be the attribute or the column name could be the RAM, the internal space. So there is no fixed structure of this is defined. So here I should use NoSQL, like DynamoDB. Okay,
Yeah.
but of course I didn't have any choice. Like my professor specifically asked me to only use MySQL for these things because we were only like there was only RDBMS in our course.
Yeah.
And
So
for
in relational you can use MySQL.
sorry
In relational database you can use MySQL.
in relational database I can use MySQL.
Yeah. All possible.
For the cases in which I use MySQL is specifically when I have to maintain asset properties and I have to make a lot of joins. Otherwise, I'll always prefer DynamoDB because it's very much faster than MySQL. Like
Yeah.
very much faster. Like I did an experiment, and apart from that, if I have to maintain asset properties, I don't know how to do that thing in DynamoDB. Like in the inventory part, in which I have to make transactions and everything, I will 100% use MySQL. Like I didn't have any choice.
Yeah. Right. So I have another question. So do you have any experience about OOPS concept?
I have studied OOPS in class 11, 12. I have not studied it till now. I have like basic knowledge of what is encapsulation, what is polymorphism, what is
Okay, so can you tell me what is the difference between compile time and runtime polymorphism?
no, like I haven't read this till now.
Okay, okay, no worry. So do you have any experience in networking, or you have a study networking?
Networking will be next semester.
Okay. So you are in which semester right now?
I'm going in seventh semester right now.
Seventh semester. Okay. So I think you have worked on Linux operating system, right?
Right.
So I will just ask you some question on Linux.
Okay.
So what is Bash?
Bash is just a scripting language.
Okay. So can you just tell me some command of the Linux like grep, kill, and what will be the use case of that?
Okay. So grep is used for basically string matching.
Okay.
Suppose I have to find Adarsh, then I just write. Suppose there is a file and I have to find Adarsh in that, then I'll do cat file name.
Okay.
What should I? This is this character. I don't remember the name of pipe. Yeah, pipe, and
Okay.
then grep Adarsh. That's all. And for kill is used to kill a process. Suppose I want to kill a process with PID 11009, then I'll just do kill -9. This that process ID. And another very simple command is ls, which is just list of directories in my.
For all the
Uh,
directories, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, ls is the command for all the directory you have to just display.
Yeah, all the directory. And apart from that, what should be the cat is just for printing the output of a file.
Yeah.
And sorry,
Yeah, right. You are right. Go ahead.
and then cat, then SSH is to connect to another server or something. And
Okay,
then
one more program the command. Let's say you have a
okay,
tail command. So when we can use tail command?
tail command.
Yeah, tail. TAIL.
And then
Tail.
tail. Okay. So I
Yeah.
think tail is used to print last few lines of something. I guess. Is it right?
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay, so I will just paste one another problem on DSA. Let's just
Okay.
think about that particular question and give me an approach within 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, just I will just paste the problem. Wait for 1 second. I've just pasted one question in your chat box. So in this question, what you have to do, you have to just implement three functions. First, you have to implement lock, unlock, and upgrade lock. Okay.
Okay.
So in lock function, what you have to do, you have to just take a node as an input, and this node have a unique ID also. And lock will take an exclusive access to a subtree which is rooted. Once you have to just lock a node, then you have to just give unlock for that. Then this node is unlocked. Okay. So go through this particular problem and just think about the approach. I will just paste a sample test case for that.
Okay. Let this is access on the subtree router. Is disabled. some part is cropped in last descendant of.
Okay, okay. Some part is not there. Okay, just
Yeah.
for log you have to just tell if X is also a descendant of let's say. Okay, just wait. I will just give.
Okay, descendant of B. Basically, subtree is log. Hmm. Hmm.
So why it is just written?
There is some constant in word limit of chat of 2. It's
Yeah,
finite.
okay, that's it. Okay, okay, not okay. So let's say for log part you should tell where X is a descendant of B, right?
Hmm.
So you have to just write B in that case. Yeah, okay.
Can you explain the test case? What is 7 to?
So 7 is a number of let's say world map. If world map is first, let's say for Asia, and then it has a 7 nodes like Asia, Africa, China, India, South Africa, and Egypt, right?
It's 6, right?
One is world. So let's say first is world.
First is world.
Yeah, world.
Okay.
World, Asia, Africa,
Yeah.
China, India, South Africa, Egypt. Right. Yeah, right.
Okay. Lock.
And one where one represent a lock, two represent upgrade. Sorry, two represent unlock, three represent upgrade. Okay, and uh, and the second line China, India, and Asia are the nodes, and 999 is unique ID.
Same user ID.
Yeah, same user ID. So just do it for this test case. If you do it, then I will give you another user ID will be different for all the different cases.
Okay, one will be log. Like, what is the graph? When, who is descendant of what? Okay, like I have to. This is not okay. Like world is root, and Asia is this is the
Once
graph.
you have just made the clear structure of this, then you will able to understand more clearly. Let's say if world is our root node, okay, then what is the childs of world? Child is Asia and Africa. So also Asia have two children like China and India, and Africa have two children, South Africa and Egypt.
China has nothing. Is there
So China is our last leaf node.
Africa? Then Asia to China, Asia to India, and then South Africa. No. Africa
Africa to South Africa.
South Africa,
And Africa to Egypt.
Africa to Egypt. Right. Okay, so I have to print whether this command will be successful or not, right?
Yeah. You have to just give a query. Like if the query has a lock or upgrade or unlock, then you have a node and a unique ID. So you have to just print true or false in that case. If this operation is success or if China is logged, then you have to just print true as an input. And if China is unlocked, then you have to. Have you understood?
Yeah, I
Okay.
understand.
Just think
So
about that and tell me about.
a basic approach would be like to do just brute force. Like suppose I'm locking A, right? So I'll simply first of all make a tree, and suppose I'm locking A,
Okay.
then I'll mark A as the whatever is the user ID, right? And suppose
Okay.
I'm trying to lock something else, right? And yeah, I'm trying to lock something else, and then I just do a DFN on its subtree, and from root to it currently this node. And if any of those nodes are marked with some UID, then there is no we can't. Then the operation will fail. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the basic approach. Although the time complexity will be O of
So
n into q.
is this problem is really a tree implementation problem or any sort of like that? This problem is really a tree problem or any something like that.
I think this can be solved as a tree problem.
Okay.
Although this seems to be a DBMS problem, but yeah, it can be solved using a tree problem as a tree problem.
Okay. Then just give me the approach to that. How you can solve using tree.
Like I'm just
So
making this
you have
tree.
to also take a one condition. You have to just uh, implement in time complexity of log n. Okay.
One
For
query in
log
login,
n,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
So for lock and unlock part, time complexity would be log n of log n, and for upgrade parts, it's number of nodes into log n. Right?
Upgrade lock means the UI, just the UID is changing, na?
Yeah, you have to just do upgrade if our ancestor is already logged and our descendant is already logged. Then you have to just upgrade on the particular node. Then it will be unlocked or locked. Right? So if
And
already our descendant or ancestor of the particular node is logged, then you have to just perform a upgrade log. Then this will be just unlocked or logged. Or also consider one condition. It is only possible if the node is already logged or descendant has all of them are logged by same user ID. If all of them are logged by same user ID, then you can just do it upgrade log on that particular node.
okay, like there will be at max one descendant which will be logged, na?
Yeah, n minus one.
No, exactly one descendant which will be logged, right?
Yeah,
Or
okay.
there will be exactly one. Okay, I think okay. This will be unlocked. Like first of all, I'm ignoring this upgrade part. Is that fine? Like just
Yeah, okay.
implementing
First, you have just performed lock and unlock.
okay, and off login, right?
Yeah.
So if I think of a tree, if I draw a graph, then what I have to check from this to root. What is the problem? Can I check?
I will just give you one hint. Let's say you can implement using a hash map also. So you can just store all the nodes in hash table. And you can just think of, I will just give you a hint.
Hash map. After the map plus pattern is with the root. Any of the root is not, you get it not. Okay, if any of the root is not, then this will also be not, right? Okay. You got it. If that anything is not gonna, it will be over. Right. Okay, I have a approach.
Okay.
It goes something like this. First of all, whatever will be the tree, I'll first of all make the tree, and after that, I'll create the Euler. I'll do the Euler tour of the tree.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
like suppose, okay. So there will be T in time of every node and T out time of every node. Okay.
Okay.
Then suppose I'm locking a particular node, then the node can only be locked. Suppose yeah, after the Euler tour, the let me denote the Euler tour array by Euler tour. Right. Then suppose I want to try to lock a particular node, then the value between T in of V and T out of V should be 0. All values between T in of V and T out of V should be 0. Right.
Okay.
So, and suppose this value is 0, then what I have to perform is I will just perform, like I will all upgrade, I will update all the values to my current UID from T in of V to T out of V. This can be done using segment tree.
Yeah.
Both of these operations can be done using segment tree. So yeah, this part is done. But now comes the. Like, do you get this part? What I'm doing with this?
Yeah. You have just right. You are on the right track, but you just think of like what you can done in unlock and upgrade.
Lock unlock can be done easily using this part. I'm
Yeah.
not very sure about. Okay, unlock. If I'm unlocking a root node, doesn't mean I'm unlocking all the descendant nodes. An upgrade can be. So that will cause a problem. in
When
upgrade.
you can lock the our tree, when you can lock the tree, if A is descendant of X, or when you should tell to lock where K is descendant of B. Okay, where X is descendant of B, then you don't lock the tree. If let's say A is descendant of X, then you can only lock. Right.
I think this can be solved this way. If I maintain a segment tree of, and if none of the values are 0, then I can of course do that.
Okay, just go ahead for this approach, and let's do it using code.
Okay, just one sec. I have to think of upgrade part because upgrade part is done in off and login. So
Yeah,
that's
in login.
fine. That's fine. Okay, actually I didn't calculate this time. So I have to find the max level. Max level is to find. This is the issue. Can I give input in this format?
Yeah, you can.
Let me denote world by 0, world Asia by 1, Africa by 2, China by 3, India by 4, South Africa by 5, Egypt by 6. Seven. Another one go to 6. So 7 to 1, 72. And Asia to 1 to 3 to 4, 2 to 5, 2 to 6. Is it not a problem of tree?
Yeah, you have
Not a problem.
not a problem. Just you have to think all the nodes in our asset, and you have just maintain a unique ID in our set.
Have I understood the problem? This is basically this thing, right? Suppose there is a tree, and if let me just use this tree. CS suppose this is the tree. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
And suppose I have logged one. Right. First of all, one is logged with some user ID. Here. Then suppose I'm trying to log three, then it will fail. Right.
So whenever descendant of tree is already logged, okay, then you should not log the particular node.
This is
If,
actually
if
this is not a descendant of three. No?
yeah, if ancestor is also logged, then you can just not perform log. If the descendant is logged, then you can just already not logged, then you can just do it log part.
Basically, yeah. So three will fail, right? If one is logged.
Yeah. Okay.
And if seven is logged, then again, if one is logged and then I call seven, then again it will fail.
Okay.
It will fail, na?
Yeah. Fail.
Okay. So, I don't know how to do that. Okay, so what will be the root? Let me take root as separate input. I don't have to make this. I need to add it. And suppose some queries are coming, and let's take as input queries. Last 2 minutes, 5, 7, 5. Type kami URL. Type is when the macro block. If t is 1, then that means if query of t now, I have to also take x as input. X t of x comma t out of x. failed angle is here. Here. Pass. Okay. Select of icon, select icon, and I have to do this data query. Team of is equal to this different function. So if team doesn't get it, unlock can be done by saying if someone else tries to unlock it, it should fail. In this query xcommx and y command, that will be this type. And it will not be the rest because this is not a different person. It will create a problem. It will store a min and max value also. Check this. Min and max will have file in this case. V is already stored in this. So it's not a problem. This will store in memory. If some node is not marked, then it will be zero. Okay, let's just first check this log part whether it's fine.
Okay. Yes.
It needs to be zero first. There will be some comparison error.
Let's say the query will be 2 and 1 and 9. Then the query will be 119. Then what will be the output? Let's say
119. Yes. Just one second. There is some compile time error 81.
okay, so scope is not declared. So, yeah.
Note to do. Without update, RUT. 119 is getting passed,
Okay.
and let me just put one.
Or let's say where you have to perform a lock on India. Let's say India is just one node. So India
is 4.
Yeah, 4. So 149. Then what will be the output?
It should be failed. Failed.
So this will be give a wrong output, right?
Why?
So if you can only perform a log if our node is already not logged, then you cannot perform a log. So if node is not logged, then you can perform a log on this. So let's say if our in India is not logged already, so you just perform a log operation, then it will be logged, right? So it will just give a true as output.
But you said that, like I asked, na, like if one is logged, then how can if I ask whether C should be logged or not?
No, in that case, yeah, if they already our root node is or parent node is already logged, then in that case you cannot log all of the child nodes. Right?
But here one is logged, na.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
one
yeah,
is
yeah.
Asia. Asia comes under India comes under Asia.
Okay.
Like if I
Okay, then
just
right.
do this, like I'm locking Africa and then locking India, then it should be
Okay.
passed. Should it still fail? Africa. Okay, there is another. Okay, there is just have to trace Q, V, comma, Q, okay. 7 is connected to 2 and 7 is connected to 1. 1 is connected to 3, 1 is connected to 4. So there is no relation between these, right? This is failing, okay. So 2 is getting locked, has range of 4 to 7 and 4 has range of 3 to 4. They are coinciding, how they are coinciding? Just think of it in this 4 and 2. There is no relation between them. Okay, just one sec, there is some problem in this timer. 3, 2, 3. Let me just try it with 7 is 0, right? 7 to 0 to 7 actually. 3 is good, going for 2 to 3. 2 to 3. Then 4 will be 3 to 4 and 1 will be 1 to 4, right? 1 to 4. And 5 will be 5 to 6. 6 will be 6 to 7. And 2 is 4 to 7. So it should be 5 to 7, right? Okay. Finish. 3 is 2. Right? Where is 2? Where is 2? Okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
So for first test case, you have just erased all the both the test cases. Just run it for 149. First 149.
Okay.
Okay. Then what will be the output?
Fast.
Yeah. Okay. Pass. Then run it 139 for 139. After perform this 139, the test case will be.
Fast.
Yeah. That's why I am asking. So both are the child nodes. If all of the child nodes will not log, then you have to log both the child nodes, right? So your lock function will be correct. Now implement our unlock function. So for unlock function, I have just explained what are the unlock function in our chat box. Just go through it.
Can only be on the same UI. It can only be on the same UID. Right?
Yeah, same UI.
UID was the same. Population. Right. Okay. So child node
So,
should not be allowed.
so you have to perform unlock on those child. Those are already logged, right?
Right.
Then it will reverse as a.
Okay, if I'm unlocking a node, it doesn't mean that
Okay.
all its child nodes are also getting unlocked, right?
Yeah. Only operation on particular node.
Okay. UID, basically, if I'm unlocking it, some other node is already locked. Should I maintain a counter? instead of marks, note here, it will plus is equal to marks x dot of x is equal to UID CR unlock level arbitrary x dot of x minus UID minus UID and CR. This should work fine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Just perform unlock on node 2, let's say 239.
This one should put it over there. Okay.
239 or 219, then 219.
239 and 219, right?
Yeah.
219 is not logged.
So 211 is let's say Asia. So both are. So let's say what will be the output? Not logged then.
Then again it's showing unlocked since it's already unlocked.
Yeah. Okay. In both case, it says unlocked. Right. Okay. Yeah. Correct. Then perform a gradlock part.
Upgrade lock is going to be tough.
Yeah, upgrade lock when it helps the user UID upgrade their lock to an ancestor node. It is only possible if any node is only logged by same user ID. Okay, and upgrade should fail if there is any node that is logged by some other UID. Same UID, then you can only perform upgrade lock.
Okay. I think I can do this with one more variable. Max. This is just a dummy variable. So not really
Yeah, okay.
used very much. Else, right. So basically, I will set a grade over everything and check whether there is any variable. So f t dot query t of f comma t of f. Yeah. T of f and t of f plus t of m dot m is equal to UID at this current UID. If the UID is equal to 0, or for UID is not equal to 0, and for UID is not equal to UID. And if this is not the case, then for after I adjacency of B q dot push I q dot push I. This is getting compiled of that CR upgrade upgraded. Input value enough. It's common enter. It's common else here. Okay, I also have to tell the node, right,
Yeah.
which is already present if it can't be upgraded, right?
Okay.
So I have to maintain instead of flag. So let me start it. There are two 7, 3 and log, and I'm trying to log. The first 4 and 3, 4 and 3 is 1. So 3, 1, same value is trying to log. It's then upgraded and different value is trying to log. This okay. One more apply function v and mine is already using this. Right. And suppose I try to upgrade with 9. Yeah, I think it works for you now.
Okay. Okay, just run it. For let's say test case 319.
It's 319. Same test.
Yeah. Then upgrade. Yeah. Okay. Let's say if our UID is different, let's say 8. Okay. In that case.
You can't upgrade it. 9 is also using it.
Yeah. Okay. Your approach will correct. Okay. So just test for another upgrade case, like let's say your China is already logged, no? Yeah, okay.
4 and 3 are logged. China and India are logged.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Then performed logged on, upgrade logged on, okay. Let's say you have to log the node South Africa, Egypt.
South Africa, Egypt, 1.
Yeah.
Should I remove China and India?
Yeah, you can remove.
Okay. So I have to log South Africa.
Africa, Egypt.
Right. Where is South Africa? South Africa is 5. 5. Egypt. 6.
Then
same user ID.
Yeah, same user ID.
Okay.
Then upgrade on brigade lock on, let's say 3, 3 to 9. Right. Then it will be upgraded. Okay. Or 3 to let's say 5.
You can't upgrade.
Yeah. Okay. Your approach is correct. Okay. So now you have done both of the column. Okay. So do you have any questions?
Can you tell the simpler approach of this without tree?
Yeah, you can just do it from take a hash map and take all the nodes in that hash map also, and you can also just take a set of all unique ideas in a hash set, then you can
Okay.
also do this problem very quickly.
Like, do you have something like pseudocode or something so that I can
Okay.
I'm
Let's
able to
say
understand it?
first you have to just take an unordered set of all the lock nodes.
Okay.
Okay.
Log nodes,
Then
right?
then you have to just perform the all the nodes in our hash map. All you have to keep
Then,
track of. You have to just keep track of all the nodes in our hash map.
hmm, what is stored in hash map?
So all the nodes like Asia, Africa, they all
Okay.
are stored in our hash map. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
and all have a unique ID.
Okay.
And
Like
all the
unique
lock
ID. Okay. Yeah.
or all the lock nodes will just present in our unordered set.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you can just perform a BFS or DFS. Then you will just quickly perform.
BFS DFS will take off and time.
Yeah, but just one recursive call. Let's say just run a while loop and check if our UID is not equals to -1. Then you have to just return our let's say node as 1. Then check the loop.
Okay.
Okay,
Like
I will.
suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just continue.
Yeah. Suppose I'm trying to unlock seven. Right.
Okay.
I'm trying to lock seven. Then you're saying that I have to BFS in this subtree, right?
Yeah.
So this will be of n.
Hope M, but you can also do without DFS or BFS. Just run a while loop and check if our node is already not logged, then you can log it. Or for unlock, you can do the same thing. If our node is logged, then you can unlock.
In
You
while
have to
loop,
just
I'm just iterating over all these elements, right?
all the elements,
Like,
that you have stored in our unordered set. If
it
our
will,
unique ID is not equals to 1, okay, I will just give you the solution of that my approach. Okay, should be fine.
but it's still of n login, not of n.
No, it's but log n. So where recursive call take time complexity of O of log n. I will
No,
just give you approach.
recursive both call take off and like I have to visit every node.
Okay, just wait. I will just give you. Then you will able to understand more. Just wait for it. To be able to see the solution.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Some part is missing without a let's say character limits is there. Yeah, I will
It's
just
fine. I'll just
copy
have to see
from
log operation.
then I will just
What is M?
okay.
What is M here?
Oh,
Like R
so
divided
M is a
by
number of node.
M is
M is the what is the size where let's say you have a 7 nodes. Okay, so M is the number of nodes.
then suppose R is 1 and M is 5, then
Okay.
R will become 0.
Yeah. So in which case you are talking about? First case.
Okay, can you send the, is this a filter?
Okay, I will just send you the link of the particular solution.
That will be great.
Because I am run out of time. I have to take one interview from 12:30 also.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. So I will just paste the solution in the chat box.
Okay.
Wait 1 second. I will just. Hold on 1 second.
मेरी ट्री का मतलब क्या होता है?
I will just paste the solution link. You can just go through it. So, it's visible.
I'm just talking. Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. Just run for the test case and try run all the things. So I am run out of time. That's why I'm. Okay.
It's fine.
So do you have any questions? Other? Okay. Okay. So I will just give a feedback to IC team. So thank you. So nice talking to you. So thank you. Bye bye. Yeah.
Bye.
Joined BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus,
Okay.
where I'm pursuing electrical engineering. I have just completed my third year.
Okay.
But besides, in spite of being in Triple E, I started loving programming in my first year when I was introduced to the introductory course of programming. And I have always tried to, do good in computer science and in that domain. So I have tried to build projects and take the computer science courses.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So do you have any experience in networking field?
Networking field, no.
Okay. So do you have any idea about OOPS concept and database concepts?
Yeah, means a little
Okay.
bit, but yes.
Okay. So first, can you tell me what is polymorphism?
Yeah, so polymorphism, its means is many forms. So polymorphism
Okay.
is one of the concepts in OOPS in which a particular task can be performed in different ways.
Okay.
And there are two types of polymorphism. One is runtime polymorphism and another is compile time polymorphism.
Okay.
And in Java, runtime polymorphism is achieved by method overriding and compile time
Okay.
polymorphism is achieved by method overloading.
So can you give me a difference between method overloading and method overriding?
Yeah, so in method overloading, we inside a class we override another method. Means a method of the
Okay.
class we override it in that same class. So
Okay.
there are certain conditions for a method to be overloaded. So those conditions are that the name of the method should be same. However, there should be difference in the parameters passed, like either the number of parameters passed in that method should be different or the type of the parameter passed should be different.
Okay. Right.
However,
So
yeah,
yeah. Continue.
in method overriding, we override a method in the subclass of means we inherit a parent class and in that subclass
Okay.
we override that method. And in overrided method, the method name is also same and the parameters count and the type is also same.
Okay. Right. So do you have any idea of how many types of inheritance are there in Java, and how many are in C++?
Yeah, so in Java, there are three types of inheritance which we can achieve using classes.
Okay.
Those three are like single level inheritance.
Okay.
Then there is hierarchical inheritance,
Okay.
and there is multi-level inheritance.
Okay. So
Multiple
is there
inher
multiple are there in Java or not?
No, multiple inheritance can be achieved using interface, but it cannot be achieved using classes in Java.
Right. Right.
However, in
So
C++, we can
yeah.
achieve multiple inheritance.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So I will just give you a one problem based on DSA. Just think about that particular problem and give me the approach within 15 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I have just pasted a question on the chat box.
Yeah. So I have few queries.
Okay. Just tell
Like
me.
in this A's means D and C have A as their parent.
Yeah, okay.
Now, suppose D has a child, let's say E,
Okay.
then in this get family tree from person A, I need to print like D, C, and then E, or
So in that case, if there is a child of D, let's say E, then you
yeah,
have to print A, C, D in. Okay.
A, C, D, E.
Yeah.
Okay. So means, yeah, okay, means level order wise, right?
Yeah. So are you just thinking about this a tree problem or any other sort of that?
Means I'm thinking it of like a graph problem.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay, then go for it.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is like to find the family tree from person A. So I will create like an adjacency list,
Yeah. Okay.
and in that I will do a BFS.
Okay.
So like initially I will pass the node from which I have to get the family tree. So A will be passed. Then
Right.
in the BFS call, A will call D and C, means C and D, and then uh, A will be means I will maintain a queue in BFS as we maintain a queue. So
Right.
A will be
Right.
inserted in the queue, and then I will pop out A and pass the all the childs of A in that, and like this I will pass the next child of those. And
Yeah, your approach should be correct. So can you tell me what is the time complexity of that approach?
yeah, so it is means BFS is linear, like it will be number of edges plus number of nodes, I think.
Yeah. Right. So can you just go through your code and share your screen? First, share
Yeah.
your entire screen and code for this particular problem. You can use any compiler that you like.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, now video.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's say we have our vector of, let's say, nodes, and those are, do I need to do this, or means should I take the input like asking the
Yeah,
user to,
character. You can take input as a character.
okay, so yeah, so let's say its size is 26. I'm doing, yeah. So let's make a vector of char, vector of char, and let's name is nodes, and let the size be like 27, as I'm considering like there
Yeah.
will be,
Okay.
yeah, only those 26 characters. So let's say the number of edges which the user want and number of nodes. So int n and m. Um, take, let's say, oh, I'm thinking as this is a parent-child relation, so this will be a directed graph.
Yeah, directed.
Yeah. So let's say the first input is the parent and second is child. So this will create my adjacency list, and then I will ask the user to like char starting node, and I will call BFS function. In that, I will pass the starting node. I will pass this vector char node and anything else. I want to store the entire path. So another vector char all members. So I will pass that also.
Can you zoom your compiler?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
now.
yeah, instead of this, I will call the BFS function like here only. I just have to make a queue. So why use stack and all?
Yeah, right.
Let's make a queue of char queue and queue dot push starting node.
Okay.
Now, will there be a possibility that node is already visited? Like a like there can't be a child from like whose grandparent is same, or
Yeah.
there can be a
Okay.
possibility.
Like it have a grandparent as A of child, let's say C and D, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is a possibility or not?
Yeah, it's a possibility of that also.
Yeah. So then I need a visited array also to mention that that
Okay.
node is visited. So and then I have to print this entire all members. So I think this will work. Uh, Char starting node, starting node, vector all members, queue, visited. Let's take the input. So Like I will be given the input like this: A is a parent of C, or like I can assume that I'm given like first the parent, then the child, like directly.
Yeah, A is also given parent as C, and B is parent of C in that order. Let's say if you have a node between all two nodes, it will be as like A to C. It will have one edge, so B to C one edge in that manner.
Yeah, so the input will be like AC, BC,
Yeah,
AD,
A
BD,
D, B D, and Z A.
ZA. Yeah. So yeah, so like N is 2, 3, 4, 5, then M is also 5. A and C, B and C, A and D, E and D, and Z and A. And I'm passing A as the starting node.
Yeah,
So let's run my.
what will be the output?
Yeah, so it should be A, C, D.
Yeah, okay.
I'm getting only
The
A.
output will be A. So it will only print A. So you have to print all the person from that number.
Yeah, but A dot push back C, A dot push back D. Oh, okay. Here I'm passing starting node. I should have passed
Yeah.
node.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's then return.
Right. Now this will correct.
Uh,
Again, same output.
A C B C A D B D Z A. While queue is not empty, you dot push starting node and I think there is a problem with this. Like sometimes it visited off. Okay. Uh, what I'm doing is I'm taking the character input, but I'm not mapping it
Okay.
with that particular visited. Like here, instead of this, I should have written uh, A minus star of it.
Yeah. Now,
Also, if node of A, yeah, so this should be also minus A, I think, and dot pushback
okay.
to B will be the only. Yeah, I see out all members. I think now segmentation hold.
Segmentation.
Oh, sorry.
A
A
minus capital.
minus A, yeah,
Yes. It will be A minus capital.
and here also. Again, A only.
Let's see. Okay, just neglect the visited condition. Then what should be the output? Then perform only. Okay, neglect the visited condition. Then, then what will be the output? If node is not visited, then
Yeah, I'm just worried like I've taken all the inputs or not. Yeah, I've taken. Yeah, let's see now.
So here you have taken input as a starting node, right?
It's giving A only, but
No, no, right, yeah, fine.
uh, and for this second part, like to get
Okay.
family tree till
You have
person.
to print in reverse order, okay?
Yeah.
You have till the person here.
Uh, yes. So I was thinking something like a topological sort in that.
Yeah, right. Topological sort.
But in that, suppose Z will get me to A, and like suppose for D, so the answer would be Z, then P. Like if instead of family tree till person A, if I would have been given D,
Okay.
then the answer would have been like Z B A D. This.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yes. Then with topological sort we can do. But what's wrong in this Q dot front? I'm doing Q dot pop visited node. Though I'm making. This also.
Okay. Yeah, node minus. Right.
But
Here also.
uh, yeah, now it is giving ACD.
Yeah, right.
So that,
For till person A,
sorry.
for output as a till person A, then what should be the case?
Yeah, so for that we have to like write a topological sort kind of
Okay.
program.
Okay, just implement it.
Yeah, sure. So should I remove this or
No, no, keep
along?
it as.
Okay. So in topological sort, we maintain an in-order type of array. So let's make that also. And yeah, so the in-order of mm, P minus A is implemented. So suppose set A, so in order of A will be implemented. Yes. Uh, we have the in order. Okay. We have the graph. Now what? Right here. What we do is like initially we insert all those characters which have zero in order.
Okay.
So let's name it as top only of character type. Yeah. So for I've initialized that to zero or not. Yeah. So here I have to first initialize this to zero. This character will get inserted. So instead of storing in vector, like initially also I stored it in a vector, I could have simply printed it.
Yeah, you can do that.
So let's simply print here. Copy. And here I have to check like if node equal to, so I have to take an input also, like here char no input, only that if node equal to a, yes, so I have to take char and till node, let's say. So if node equal to, then I have to break and q dot push star at. Yeah, so I think this will work.
Okay, go for it.
Yes, so here a and again a. I've taken end like end line, right? Let's check. Yeah, so here let's add another line also.
You have some compilation error. Just
Oh, vector of int, I'm initializing it to 0. Instead of that, I can make it a int where, yeah, let's make this as int. Topo dot push I plus a. Push back, not push back, push.
so here push will be there, right? Okay.
Segmentation,
Segmentation error.
that is of size 27. There is no read, but still topo dot size. Topo dot size. I'm inserting in topo. Yeah, here. If in order of. Okay. Yeah, I'm making an error here. Like what I'm doing is if in order of I equal to 0.
Okay.
But the thing is, like those characters in that 26, those which are not there in that tree,
Okay.
for them also in order will be 0 only initially. So those are also getting inserted.
Yeah. So you have to not consider that one.
Yeah. So instead of making like an int in order, what I can do is like tree will tell me like which node is the now. So instead of this, I can make like a map like structure for only those.
You can store all the nodes and mapping to the value.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I don't think ordered map will be required, so I can improve the complexity further by just this. So char and int, and here what I will do is np of a minus a not b minus a, simply b, because this is char now. Plus plus. MP of p plus plus. Okay. Now q f equal to 0. So here I'm not making it 0. I have to make it initially 0 also. So if mp dot find a equal to mp dot end, then mp of a equal to 0. Otherwise, whatever value was there, that will remain. Yes. So topo dot front, topo tab cout are done. Q if node equal to 0 0. Okay. If mp of star of it equal to it, star of it. Let's do a dry run. See in A, so A will be inserted, then Q topo, mp dot begin. Yeah, let's give this a run now. PZ.
And also you have to print in reverse order. So
Yeah. It's not giving me A, would have given me A, right? And if node equal to till node. So if I have to reverse it, then I have to maintain another array to store it. Let's say path. Like for topological sort here, B will also be printed, right? Because in order of B is 0.
yeah.
But in the program, it's just A and Z.
No, you have to just print all the nodes written.
Yeah, okay. Z and B, it's not A. I have passed here A. I think there is some issue with this map only. Let's see. MP of okay. Fine. So B will be here. No, so A minus. C is it is calling that also. So Z, then I'm doing it right like A Z. So Yeah, I don't know, but I'm not even aware of the A is not getting printed.
Okay, just only print till person A, let's say Z to A. So why B is giving? Just think about that. You have
Yeah,
to only print Z to my.
yeah, means in order. So B's in order is also zero, right?
Yeah, okay. Is there a topological sort needed for that particular code?
Yeah, now I'm thinking if instead of topological sort, but I have to find like who's who is the parent of A. So to find out that, yeah, like I can do like a union find kind of an operation.
Yeah, you can also do that.
So like while taking the input, suppose I will get A and C. So I will say A is the parent of C. So in that C, at the index of C, I will store A.
Okay,
Similarly for B and C. So this means at index B, I will store C. At
fine.
index C, I will store B. But C has a parent A and C has a parent B. So there are multiple parents. Hmm. So like in that case, suppose here if let's say D would have been given.
First, you have to just draw a tree on your paper and think how are two parents of C. Let's say if C has a parent A and C has a parent B also. So just
Yeah,
draw
so
a tree and think.
so in that case, I have to print A, B, C, all three, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do that like same. You can store a map for these also. So you have to store the nodes in. You can store in map also. Then you have to perform PFS in that.
PFS like Yeah, so now what I'm thinking is like to find all those, the super parents of the asked node.
Okay.
Like suppose here if I would have been given C,
Okay.
then initially I would have Z and B,
Okay.
and then like I will do just traversing that till I reach C. If here let's say it's A, then because B is not a super parent of A, so only Z will be there initially.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
So so uh, I can like store who are uh, yes. So what I'm thinking is like I have made the adjacency list. So in that, and I also have the in order. So in that adjacency list, for suppose I'm given A. So in that A, I will traverse all the elements, and if for any particular the in order is zero, that means it was the super parent of A.
Right.
Because in C also C will have A and B. So I will go to B. B has an in order of zero. So one super parent is B, and other way I will go to A. A doesn't
Yeah.
have, so I will go to its attached, and that way I will get Z, and in this way I will get all the super parents, and then from those super parents I will traverse back till C and print all that path.
Yeah. Your approach might be right. But how do you implement that? To
Yes.
implement using your foot.
So like from the given node, I will do like a DFS sort of a thing, but keeping in mind that at any particular point, if that in order of that node becomes zero, then that is my super parent and I don't have to further go down. That I will all those nodes store in a vector, and then for each of those parent, I will again do a DFS. Yes, again do a DFS because I don't need a BFS. I don't want all that level. I just want that path of that parent. So again, I will do a BFS and store them and then reverse it finally.
Okay,
I
go for
think
it.
yeah, two DFS will work. I need that map also. It's not found.
just try to do in 1:45 because I have to ask one more problem till one.
Okay, sure, sir. Yeah, I'm getting most of the questions right.
Okay, so we are ran out of time, so I will start with another problem. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So you have done for first test case, so I will consider for that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I have just pasted your second problem in chat box. So I will just paste this explanation on that. So in this problem, what we have to do is you have to find the distance using the formula mentioned in the problem. Okay, Euclidean distance,
Yes, sir.
and then you have to find a closest k closest point to the origin.
Okay, sir. So the first approach can be like storing all of them, means storing the distance of all these points and then sorting them and the first k,
Okay, yeah,
right?
right.
I
For sorting, it takes time, complexity, and login, right? So
Yes, sir.
if you have any approach rather than sorting, because we are don't have so much time.
Sir, I'm thinking of like a priority queue, like a min heap.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you are on right track. So can how can you do using Minhab?
Yes, sir. So basically, I will make a min heap and the maximum size it can have is like k plus 1. I will make
Okay.
no, I will make a max heap.
Max heap, yeah, right.
So whenever k plus the size of that max heap will exceed k plus 1, I will pop out one of the, uh, you know,
Okay.
uh, one of such
Yeah,
coordinate.
right.
And
Yeah.
finally, the k elements in that will be those which are, closest to the origin.
If priority queue is not empty, then you can just store the result in and then pop it out empty. Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so go for it and code it.
Yes, sir.
So we have 20 minutes more.
Okay, sir.
So
So can I erase all this and
yeah, yeah, you can do.
here these are strings comma x comma y. And I'm also thinking like I don't need x square plus y square under root. Like if I take x square plus y square also, then also it will be like fine only, right? Closest to.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So
So you can calculate the distance using this formula also, Euclidean distance formula.
yes, sir.
Right. Correct.
So now it is
Not empty. Okay. Yeah, right. Your approach will be correct. Okay.
so let's run. So n is 3. Is so minus 2, 4 and 3, 3.
Okay.
Minus 2, 4 and 3, 3.
3 3 will be there. 3 3
Yeah.
minus. Yeah, right. Okay. So for next one, uh,
The second test case here.
okay, for first test case, let's say 1 3 minus 2 minus 2.
So for let's say this test case, so 2 and 1, 3 minus 2 and 2 and k is 1. So minus 2, 2.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So what will the time complexity in that approach
Yeah.
for
So this
calculating
will
max?
n log k.
Okay, right. So I saw your resume. You have done a project on, let's say, front end and back end also, right?
Yes.
So do you have idea about RESTful API?
No, like basically this was our course project and a group project. So I'm
Okay.
not that much into development. Like I love
You
problem solving.
included CRUD operation in your project.
Yes.
So what is CRUD operation?
So CRUD operation is basically like create, read, update, and delete operation. Like whenever we need to modify the database or like that. So
Okay.
we perform these operations.
Okay, let's say you have a backend database as MongoDB, and you have a front end side as well. Okay, and as a
Yes.
mediator, you have a API. You are just doing a, let's say, a post operation. So you have to just do post and this data. Then what should be the output? If we do post,
Uh,
then what will be done in our database?
yeah. So in post post operation, like the changes which we have done will be made in our database.
Yeah, right. Okay. So post will only create our database. Okay. So you have to just you have a JSON file and all the data inside that, and post will just create all the attributes in our database. Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you have any idea about operating system? Any? Let's say
Yes, sir.
what is process and thread?
Yeah, sir. So processes are basically our programs which have come under running state. Like now they are in the ready queue,
Okay.
and threads are basically, sir. Uh, we divide means process is like a bigger thing in size, or we can say like that. Threads are like we have divided our processes.
Okay.
So
Okay. 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 Continue. Continue.
yeah, so sir, like threads are beneficial. Like suppose if any of our you know if in threads what happen is, suppose a particular thread stops, then that entire process will not stop.
Yeah. Okay. What is deadlock?
So deadlock is a state when a process is demanding certain resource, or and another process is holding that resource, and the other process which is holding the resource is demanding some other resource which this first process is holding. So like there is a cycle of dependency, and as a result of which both these processes are at halt, means no one is able to complete.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any idea about networking and any knowledge? No, I
No,
think
sir.
you said no. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I will just give up feedback to ISA team. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Nice talking to you. Bye bye.
Same, sir.